Hey guys, it's Nina, and today I'm going to be showing you how I did this super fun and flirty little pink eye look. I think it's perfect for Valentine's Day, and I really like how it turned out. So if you do too, then please don't forget to subscribe. So the first thing I'm going to do is spray on a generous amount of my Too Faced Hangover Primer, and I'm just going to let it soak into the skin for a little. And then I'm going to be using my Vaseline Cocoa Butter Lip Formula. This stuff is so nice and it moisturizes my lips way more than any other fancy chapstick. So after I let the primer soak in for a little bit, I'm going to put on my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation. And then I'm going to blend all of that in using a Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. After I have the foundation blended in, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, and I'm going to put it all underneath my eyes where I have dark circles. Once the concealer is all blended in, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me Translucent Powder to set my eyelids and make sure that they don't crease. After that, I'm going to be putting concealer on my smile lines and any spots that I want to cover up more or places that I have blemishes. Next, I'm going to take that same translucent powder that I used earlier, and I'm going to set all the other places that I put the concealer. Next, I'm going to be taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Brow Duo, and I'm going to use them to lightly fill in my brows. I'm going to be going in with my Bahama Mama bronzer by The Balm, and I'm going to be using this big face brush by Morphe, and I'm going to put it all over the spots that I want a little bit more color. After that, I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and I'm going to use the coolest tone shade in the hollows of my cheeks. I'm also going to brush this on my forehead and underneath my jaw. Yeah. So now it's time for my favorite part, which is the eyes. I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette. It has all these great pinky and red shades. It has everything you need. The first color I'm going to use is this warm toned brown shade, and I'm going to put it all in my creases as the transition shade. After I have that blended out nicely, I'm going to go in with a darker red color, and I'm going to put it in the same spots that I put the first color, but focusing a little more on the outside of my eyes. It's okay if you're a little bit messy because we're going to go in after this and clean it up. Next, I'm going to be taking this darker brown color, and I'm going to use it on the outer half of my eye in the crease just to deepen it up a little bit. After I'm all done with my crease colors, I'm going to take a little bit of concealer and I'm going to use it to carve out my lid space. This makes everything look really nice and clean, and it gives you a really good base for the next few colors. Once I have my lid carved out, I'm going to set it with this light bone colored shade. This also is going to help the next colors to pop, and using a powder base will help them blend easier. Next, I'm going to take this light pink color and I'm going to dust it all over the lids. Then I'm going to go in with this little bit darker shade of pink, and I'm going to use it on the outside of my lids, still blending it in nicely. After that, I'm going to take this fuchsia shade and I'm going to use it on the outer half of my eye to darken up the area where we put the first few colors. This gives our eye more depth and dimension. After I have all those colors blended in nicely, I'm going to take this darker brown shade and I'm going to use it to deepen up the crease. After that, I'm going to take the lightest shade in the palette and I'm going to put it on the inner corner of my eyes to really make them pop. And then I'm going to be taking that same bone colored shade I used earlier and I'm going to put it all underneath my brow as a brow bone highlight. I'm going to take my makeup wipe and I'm going to clean up the edges of where the eyeshadow kind of got a little bit messy. After I clean it up, I'm going to take that same darker brown shade and I'm going to brush it all onto my lower lash line. And now the eyeshadow is done! So I'm going to be putting on some false lashes. I think they really tie the look in together, but I am so bad at putting them on, so I'm going to do it off camera. To make them blend with my natural eyelashes, I'm going to put a little bit of mascara on. I actually didn't put any on my lower lash line because for me, it just ends up looking messy. So now that the eyes are all done, it's time to highlight. I'm going to take my glow kit and I'm going to put it all on the spots that I want to bring forward and bring light to. So those are my nose, my cupid's bow, my forehead, and my cheeks. And then for my lips, I'm going to be using my Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color in the shade Embrace. I'm going to be taking my Milk Makeup blush stick and a big foundation brush and I'm going to put it all over the apples of my cheeks just to tie in all the pink colors. And that is the finished look. I really like how it turned out and I hope you guys do too. So if you did, then definitely don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you next time.